Ken Sports TV here, back for another video, and it's the match preview versus NYCFC, the season opener. It's exciting times, a new season beginning. I'm not sure I'm that confident though, but I'll be talking about that in a different video. If you want to check that out, I'll be predicting the league. I'm not disappointed with this summer, but I'm not necessarily excited. But going on to the point of the summer, players that are in are Felipe, I still don't know how to pronounce his name, Felipe Guarantias, Johnny Russell, Johan Crozet, Kierley Shelton, Emiliano Amor, Jalen Lindsay, he's been the youth team, Eric Dick, Graham Smith, Matt Luce, and Brad Evans. I mean, I like the pickups for the most part. I just don't. We never got that number 9. We really still need that number 9. But anyways, the outs, I really didn't mind any of the outs. I don't even really talk on that. Besides Latif Blessing and Benny Thalber, obviously, both going to LA Galaxy. I didn't really understand the Latif Blessing deal. Still makes absolutely no sense to me why we let a player of his quality go, and I'm going to miss that dance. I'm not even going to try to redo that. If I tried to do that dance, it would be awful. But anyways, you don't want to see that. So let's talk about the game. So Sporting in the City have a great record in home openers. You're 13-2-7 with 2 losses ever in the home opener in the season. So that's good news. And so that's going to be a factor in my score prediction coming up later in the video. So now talking about Sporting in the City's injuries, Brad Evans, Kierley Shelton, Jim Madronda, and Jim Madronda could be out or could be not out, not quite sure. And for NYCFC, the only injury is Joe Ignay Bergnet. I don't even know who the heck that is, to be honest. I don't even know if he really plays for them, so I don't think they really have any big injuries. We really don't either, probably, because I don't think any of those players would probably start. Maybe Shelton, maybe. I don't know. I still don't. We're going to have to figure out what Peter Vermees thinks about all these players and who's going to start. So for NYCFC, their offseason, they got rid of Pirlo and Jack Harrison. And so those are 2 big key leaders in their team that are gone, but they're gone a lot younger. And obviously Pirlo was like 34, 35, so they have a little bit more pace to them, and that will probably help them. And now they do have Abdul Salam from us in that trade for Kierley Shelton, which I didn't necessarily like that much because that was basically the Latif Blessing replacement. And if we would have never given away Latif Blessing, we would have just protected him. We would have never needed a replacement at all. So I really didn't understand that at all. But hey, we'll see if it works out. We'll see. So suspensions for this game. This is the first game of the season. You really would assume that nobody does. But there are some teams around the league, but neither NYCFC or Sporting KC have suspensions. I think again, Sporting in the City got suspensions before the season begins, or there would be some questions to be asked about those players, because there's no reason to get in trouble before the season even starts. In terms of the final score, I think Sporting in the City will go to a 1-1 draw with NYCFC, because as much as I really think the home crowd will have an influence in this game, and I can't wait to go, I just have a hard time seeing Sporting Kansas City be able to get goals this season. I think it's going to be a similar season to the last 3 seasons. We'll be up there. We'll start out with an amazing streak at home. We won't lose. We'll pick up a few draws. I think the first game will be 1, just because I think some of the squad chemistry of some of the new players, without Benny there, who's been a key player for quite a few years now, without him and Cam, it's going to be a few games to learn the system for everybody, learn how everybody plays, and especially if Crozet plays and Johnny Russell plays. It's going to take a little bit for everybody to get used to. And I don't even know who's going to start at striker. You can watch my match, watch my starting XL video, but I have absolutely no idea who's going to start. And so there could be a lot of chemistry or not a lot of chemistry in the starting XL. So I really could see it being 1-1, and then us picking up quite a few wins at the beginning of the season, but are struggling the back end of the season because we can't score enough goals. Like the last 3 seasons, end up in the wild card round, and hopefully can at least get a home wild card playoff, because we 5th and 6th away. It's just not working out for us the last 3 or 4 years, and losing to MLS Cup winners every other year. It's just lots of emotions there, but I think it's going to be a 1-1, because I just don't. So without us getting number 9, I see us lacking goals this year. You know, Johnny Russell seemed to be a very good scoring winger. Shearton looks like he's on the up, but he has never really hit consistent goals in the MLS when he's played for NYCFC. And the only player I'd be most Shallowy and Rubio at striker. Maybe they can develop into that striker, but I don't see them becoming magically just a great striker in MLS. Maybe they'll develop into it. They have the potential, but I just don't see it this year right now. Until I won't believe it until I see it, is what I'm basically saying. So I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw because just we'll have a lack of threat up front. Our defense will be solid. We'll probably keep them pretty much at bay, because I remember last time at Children's Mercy Park last year, we kept them at bay for a long amounts of the game. They had very few shots, so I don't remember what the result was actually. I'll put it up on the screen now, but I know we had a pretty good game against them in terms of defense. I don't remember if we scored goals, but I think that was towards the beginning of the season. I mean, no, that was at the very end of the season, and I was away again. I was on a disregard whatever I just said, because that was a away match. I remember that now, because they have their little tiny baseball field. So the biggest threat for each team to get the goals in this game, the 1-1 for me, is obviously David Villa for NYCFC. He's going to be the player Sporting the City are going to have to mark. They're going to have to stop David Villa, and it's going to be a tough one to stop. And on the other side, I have no idea who's going to play up front. I have no idea. So I don't know who was playing at striker and on the wings, because the wings in our system play like inside forwards. So I really don't know who the key player for us is going to be. I just hope we have a solid defense and we can at least hold them, at least get a point out of the game, because I really don't know how this team's going to gel together. We'll see. It looked good in the preseason, picking up quite a few wins, but I don't know how this is going to fare in the MLS season. So I'm excited for the match. We'll see what happens. But I really don't know. This could go either way tonight as I'm making this video. So I'm getting ready for this match. Let's go Sporting in the City. And I'll see you guys after the match. Make sure to watch my Starting XL, my channel update, and my league predictions for the season, even though when I put it up, it will already have started.